So we are back with our jar episodes, and tonight, inshallah, we will try to answer this question. Can someone enter hell after they have already entered Jannah? So let's discuss, inshallah. Allah Azza wa Jal said in Surah Maryam, وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا كَانَ عَلَى رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَقْضِيًّا. And there is not one of you but will pass over it, which is the hellfire. This is with your Lord a decree which must be accomplished. This ayah indicates that everybody will pass above Jahannam. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam explained this ayah when he said one time, لا يدخل النار إن شاء الله من أصحاب الشجرة أحد. None of the people who pledged allegiance to Rasulullah ﷺ under the tree, none of them will enter the hellfire. So Hafsa radiallahu anha, she said, no, ya Rasulullah, they will enter, because Allah said, وَإِن مِّنكُمْ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا. Every one of you is going to go to the hellfire. So Rasulullah ﷺ was upset, and he told her, no, ya Hafsa, that doesn't mean that. It means that they will cross above it, and the dalil and the evidence is, look at the ayah after it. ثُمَّ نُنَجِّي الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا. We will save the people who have taqwa, and we will leave the wrongdoers in it. In another narration, in another hadith, Rasulullah ﷺ told us how we will pass on that Sirat. Rasulullah ﷺ told us on the speed that we will pass on that Sirat. He said, the people will pass over the fire, then they avert it based upon their deeds. The first of them would pass like a flash of lightning, then like the wind, then like a fleeing horse, then like a rider fleeing on a mount, then like a man fleeing, then like the one walking. So Rasulullah gave us different scenarios of how will people cross the Sirat. Some like lightning, may Allah make us all like them, and some like wind, and some will be walking, and another narration, some will be falling and then coming back up. Subhanallah, may Allah save us all. Now after you cross the bridge and you about to enter Jannah, subhanallah, you will notice that there are some people that you love and you care about did not make it. So look at this hadith. It's a very long hadith. I'm going to take the part that we need from it. So these people will go to Allah Azza wa Jal, and they would say, ربنا إخواننا كانوا يصلون معنا ويصومون معنا ويعملون معنا. Ya Allah, our brothers, our sisters, they used to pray with us, they used to fast with us, they used to do a lot of good deeds with us. And in other words, they want to intercede for them. Please, Ya Allah, where are they? Because at that time, if they are not with you in Jannah, there's only one other option. They are in the hellfire. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will say, فَيَقُولُ اللَّهُ ta'ala, go to the hellfire and take out anyone that you know that has a dinar of iman. 1 dinar of iman, يعني a little bit of iman. So they will go. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told us that Allah would say, go back and take out whomsoever have half a dinar of iman in their heart. And then they would be told, go back and take whomsoever have a mustard seed weight of iman in his heart. So they will enter the hellfire, but not to be punished. Allah, with His ability and with His power, He could make them go into the hellfire without being hurt from the fire and save the people they want to save. Just like He made the fire cool for Ibrahim alayhi salam. Now imagine in dunya, you will have, how would you feel if you were to intercede for someone to be saved from jail for 30 years sentence? Or you interceded for somebody who has been out of a job for 5-10 years and you got him a good job. You will feel so good that you did something great. You saved somebody from poverty, from jail. How do you feel if you were given the permission to intercede for someone in the hellfire? Allahu Akbar. So that's a great feeling, my brothers and sisters. Now, another beautiful point here is that, subhanallah, this brother before he enters Jannah, he's still worried about his brothers and sisters. Even though he's about to enter everlasting bliss and joy and happiness, but he still thought about his brother and sisters. So believers are of two kinds: the kinds that will enter the Jannah without going to the hellfire, and a group that will enter the hellfire, be punished for their sins, and then they will go to Jannah. Now, this is the main question. Do you have anybody in your life right now that will notice that you're not in Jannah? Are you surrounded by righteous people that before they enter Jannah, they would notice that you're not there and they will intercede for you? Or are your friends and all the people you're surrounded with are dunya people that we have no clue where are they? Is there someone that will ask about you? Are you surrounded by righteous people? This is extremely important, my brothers and sisters. All we can do to be saved on that day has to be done now, while we are above the ground. So ask yourself that question. And you know, one of the toughest things in that hadith, that statement that says they used to pray with us, they used to fast with us, they used to do good deeds with us. What does that indicate? That indicates that there will be in the hellfire people who prayed and fasted and did good deeds. Allahu Akbar. Why is that? It could be from many reasons, but I will mention two. Number one is because of their tongue. Because of the tongue. In the very long hadith, Rasulullah ﷺ, he told us that many people will be thrown on their faces in the hellfire because of the account of their tongues, because of the result of their tongues. The lying, the backbiting. They pray, but they backbite and they lie and they spread rumors and they curse and they use foul language. So we have to control our tongue beside all the ibadat and the rituals that we are doing. Second, subhanallah, Thawban asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam when he said that there will be people who will come with mountains of hasanat, but they will be turned into scattered dust. So Thawban said, Ya Rasulullah, who are these people? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, they are your brothers from your race, worshipping at night. They're praying qiyam and tahajjud just like you. But they are the kind of people, when they are alone, they transgress the sacred limits of Allah. They pray. Not only they pray and fast, but they also pray tahajjud, extra optional ibadat. But the a'mal went to scatter dust because when they are alone, they forgot that Allah is watching. When they are alone, they watch haram, they cheat, they lie. So that will lead, even though they pray and they fast and they do other good deeds, but that led them to all their a'mal, or many of their a'mal, to be into scattered dust. So my brothers and sisters, yes, someone who is decreed to be from the people of Jannah will enter the hellfire, but not to be punished, but to save his brothers and sisters from the hellfire. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from the people who intercede for others. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala surround us and surround our children with righteous company that will remember us on that day and will ask for us, so they can have us with them in the highest place in Jannah. I love you all for the sake of Allah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk.